This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Home Helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle, or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case. We're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
I thought he was doing it. Welcome here to the Cardinal Coliseum for tonight's EPAC basketball action. Spencer Dupuy, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Cameramen are John Alderton and Harry Brown. Running the ATEM, running our executive producer position is our intern Avery Newport. Back in the studios, Colin McLaughlin here for the tip-off show, brought to you by Johnny's Express. Johnny's has all your game day food and drink needs, and if you need a way to serve it all up, they've got you covered. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Again, we're here at the Cardinal Coliseum for some sectional action between the Hedgesville Eagles and the Spring Mills Cardinals. Hedgesville comes in at 11-3 and 3-3 in the EPAC, while the Cardinals come in at 9-3 and 2-1 in the EPAC. And Nick, obviously a bitter rivalry here. The two teams that were once one school back in the day are now split up into two schools, and it's a very bitter rivalry, as we saw the end of the JV game come down to 3 points, a 28-25 victory for Hedgesville. Nick.
Yeah, it feels almost like a varsity atmosphere for the JV, and a lot of that is due to the fact that, yeah, like you said, these high schools used to be the same high school. They were together at one point, so obviously the kids know each other, being pretty close together. The parents probably know each other, and it adds a little bit of fuel to the fire. And not only that, but Spring Mills got the win over Hedgesville earlier this season at the varsity level, and we're on the Hedgesville side, so I'm sure that these Hedgesville fans were happy to see their JV team pull off the victory. So it should be a good game tonight, just like that first game was between these two teams. And it should be pretty competitive. I mean, you're looking at two of the top teams in this section, and just it's a big game for standings at this point in the year.
Yeah, it definitely is, and we saw Hedgesville's last game at Jefferson on Tuesday night. It was a 71-47 loss for the Eagles, and prior to that, they were on a 4-game winning streak. So obviously a down game on Tuesday, but they hope to get back. They hope to get it back together here tonight in this big rivalry game that Spring Mills won by 2 at Hedgesville a few weeks back on a last-second block there by Caleb Robinson. So obviously this is a much-anticipated second matchup of the season.
Yeah, definitely. And anytime you're coming off a loss to one of the best teams in the EPAC in Jefferson, you know, and it wasn't your best performance. You could have played a lot better. You played a lot better the last time those two teams met. You know, that's going to add extra intensity to this game. Not only did Spring Mills knock off Hedgesville last time, but you're coming off of a disappointing performance. So you got to find a way to execute. You got to find a way to make this a competitive ball game tonight, to re-solidify yourself as a contender in this region and section. Because that wasn't a good game for Hedgesville at all. They got down early. They never really were in the game once Jefferson started to play their game. But you got to throw that one out the books or out the window and get ready for this Spring Mills team that is capable of playing at a very high level, just like Jefferson is. So it's a similar type of opponent that you get tonight, just a younger team with less experience, but their experience doesn't matter. I think they've already proven that to this point of the season.
And Hedgesville, again, without head coach Kelly Church, for reasons unknown to us, but their acting head coach Chris Ruiz has been with the program and with Coach Church for a very long time. Now look at the Spring Mills team, 9-3, 2-1 on the 2-1 in the EPAC. Head coach Luke Samples, they had a 65-22 victory over Broadford and Christian Academy the other day. Obviously, this team, as we've seen the last few weeks, is definitely stepping up with a very young group.
Yeah, and it starts with head coach Luke Samples. His energy, his belief in his guys comes down to the team. And, you know, that is something you love to see in a coach that is coming off of a year where Spring Mills just wasn't a good team. And they hit the reset button, and they clearly have gotten a lot better. And it starts with the freshman point guard, Keyshawn Cheek, and the freshman forward, Caleb Thomas, which are two of the best players already in the EPAC and in the state of West Virginia. So, you know, those two guys will be fun to watch for a long time. And there's no seniors on this Spring Mills team. So this team, not only this year, is a contender in the EPAC and in the state, but they'll be probably one of the favorites in the state next year heading into the season when they have that extra year of experience. But, I mean, this is a very talented team. They don't go very deep. They only go about 6 guys. But those 6 guys play really well together, and they just continue to get better each and every game.
Yeah, they do, and that does it for the first segment here of the Johnny's Express tip-off show. We'll take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of that break, when we come back, we'll have the Orsini's Home Store coaches' interviews. That's next. After this 2-minute break, you're tuned in to EPAC Boys Basketball right here on WRNR.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Welcome back to the Johnny's Express Tip-Off Show, brought to you by Johnny's Express. Johnny's has all your game day food and drink needs. If you need a way to serve it all up, they've got you covered. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Spencer Dupuy, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us here from the Cardinal Coliseum as we get ready for a battle of section rivals here between Hedgesville and Spring Mills. We've now come to the Orsini's Home Store coaches interviews, brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg. Go to Orsinis.com. We'll now hear from Hedgesville acting head coach Chris Ruiz. With Coach Ruiz, acting head coach now for Hedgesville. You guys had a tough loss the other night to Jefferson. What are some things you took out of that loss you guys could improve on right away?
Well, I mean, they're a talented team, and they forced us into making some mistakes that, you know, we need to do a better job of not making. You know, we talk all the time about trying to take care of the ball and you know, and work hard on the defensive end. I think the thing that hurt us against them was, you know, we turned it over too many times. You know, and so I think for us it becomes the same. You know, it doesn't really matter who the opponent is. We have to take care of the ball. We have to work hard on the defensive end, and we have to make sure that we execute the stuff that we're supposed to be running on both ends of the floor. And so if we do those things, then we give ourselves a chance to win. And if we don't do those things, then it becomes tough to win. You know, I think our team is a pretty good team, but we're also a team that, you know, on any given night we can beat anybody, and on any given night we can be beat, which is sometimes your margin for error is a little bit less. That, you know, you have to focus on all the little things and take care of all the little things. You know, the other night we didn't necessarily do a great job of that, and that's a credit to Jefferson. They did a great job. But, you know, tonight's a different game, a different team, different style of play. And so, you know, we have to make adjustments and you know, hopefully improve on our effort from the other night.
And you look at this team, this Spring Mills team, obviously a very young team, but making a name for themselves this year. And obviously the last month of the season here, it's going to be a tough stretch for, you know, all teams in this section, but you got to go through a team like Spring Mills to be able to get to number one.
Yeah, I think obviously they've had a good year, and they've got a couple of young, talented players. You know, I think this section, obviously, you know, with the way things have played out, this section is kind of, you know, up in the air, or potentially up in the air. You know, and so it's one of those things, again, on any given night, anybody can beat anybody. And so, you know, right now, I think it's the team that executes the best on both ends, and, you know, and the team that makes the fewest mistakes usually is who wins high school basketball games, and that's no different tonight than any other night for their team and for our team.
What would be like one specific key for you guys to get a win tonight?
I think the biggest key for us is going to be our effort. If our effort is there, and we play hard the entire time on both ends of the floor, you know, then that usually bodes well for us. When we have had a couple of games where we haven't given as good an effort as we should, you know, then you know, those games haven't ended up in our favor. And so, you know, our biggest thing is just making sure that we're giving maximum effort on both ends of the floor. And when we do that, then we're pretty good. And when we don't, then, you know, we struggle. So, you know, if we can do that, then I think we'll have a good chance.
All right, Coach. Good luck. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Joined now by head coach for the Spring Mills Cardinals, Coach Samples, and you guys got a win the other night against Broadford and Christian Academy. On the right track this season, obviously. We had your guys' big win over Martinsburg a few weeks back, and here we are about a month away, under a month now from sectional play. How have you guys progressed so far this season?
You know, I think we've grown up a lot. We're just trying to embrace and enjoy every step of the way. And I like to say it all the time. We play with house money every night. Kids play free. They have fun. We prepare like we should. I think we're growing every game. We're getting better at every game. We're just improving and improving and improving. But, you know, they come and they want to be here. And that's half the battle. You know, when they come to practice and I don't have to yell and scream and I don't have to try to get them to do things, they want to do it. Our practices have been so short because they come in and get it done. Something that would usually take a team maybe 2.5 hours. It takes them like an hour and a half. And I think that's helped us. We only play 6 guys, so, you know, shorter practices and focus is really important this time of year.
And tonight, obviously, you have a tough task in this sectional play, really, tonight against Hedgesville. They had a loss on Tuesday, but they're a tough team.
Yeah, man, it's Hedgesville. They're really good defensively. They have kids that can score the basketball, and it's a rival game. So, you know, they have some veterans over there. They're a junior-laden squad. We've only beat them twice in school history. One was this year. So we have our hands full. We're excited about it. I mean, every time we get to play a big game like this in front of a large crowd, I mean, this is what we work for all year long, for these type of games, you know, the Martinsburg-type games. And our kids are excited about it. They believe in their abilities, and they know they'll play well.
And prior to the other game against Broadford and Christian Academy, you guys had a game on Saturday against University, a tough one. You lost in overtime. University, a good team in the Class 4A. What are some things you guys as a team learned from that game?
Well, we can play in the state tournament. I mean, that's what we learned. Beating Martinsburg, beating Hedgesville, we knew we were getting better, and we knew, you know, maybe it would be possible that we could maybe compete in the state tournament if we get there. The hardest part's getting there. Once you're there, man, it becomes a 3-game tournament. But the hardest part's getting there, and you know, when you get there, you play teams like University. So we learned that, you know, hey, man, we can play with anyone in the state at this point. They're huge. I mean, it's not the greatest matchup for us because we're not big. So it was great. It was great to see our guys take them to overtime, and we had a chance, man. We had the ball in regulation up 1 with 26 seconds left and turned it over. You know, that's just youth. But it was really good to see that, you know, we beat Martinsburg, we beat Hedgesville, 2 gigantic programs. But, you know, when you can compete with a program not in your area at that level, I mean, they won a state title a couple years back, and they would have won another. They would have won back-to-back, but COVID shut them down. So, I mean, that's a prestigious program, and we learned that we can compete with anyone.
And tonight, obviously, a tough task. What's some keys for you guys?
We just got to be us, man. We got to play free. We got to guard. We got to bring the intensity, and if we do that, you know, we'll have a chance at the end of the game. This is a one-possession ball game. I mean, 2 good teams playing each other. It's probably going to come down to 1 possession here or there, and we have to make the plays at the end of the game.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
That was head coach for the Spring Mills Cardinals, Luke Samples, and that does it for the coach's interview portion of the pregame show, brought to you by Orsini's Home Store. Not just an appliance store any longer. Cabinets and designer bedding, outdoor living. It's family owner operated, located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg. Go to Orsini's.com for more. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the final segment of the pregame show. Nick will have his keys to the game players to look out for, and we'll get the projected starting lineups. That's next. After this 2-minute break, you're tuned to
the Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
WVU Medicine is now offering a new robotic-assisted platform for minimally invasive biopsy in the lung. The ION system by Intuitive allows pulmonologists to diagnose lung cancers earlier and less invasively than ever before. With the ION system, tissue samples can be obtained from hard-to-reach areas of the lung, resulting in earlier diagnosis of smaller nodules and better outcomes for patients. WVU Medicine, the future of surgery is here.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Coliseum here on the Johnny's Express Tip-Off Show. Now coming to the final segment of the pregame show. For your keys to the game and players to look out for, brought to you by CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward. And Nick, who do you have here starting with the visitors, Hedgesville?
I think for Hedgesville, they got to get off to a quick start. We look back at that Jefferson game, and while it wasn't like a terrible start necessarily, I think at one point it was like a 14-11 game. After that, they really kind of slowed down and weren't able to keep pace. So get off to a better start in this game. And then, as we know with Spring Mills, they have a lot of young, talented players, but their heart and soul is Keyshawn Cheeks. If you're able to contain him, that gives you a chance to win. Or, gives you a really good chance to win. Obviously, they have a chance. I mean, this was only like a 2-3-point game last time they played. But if you can contain him, I mean, you're going to be in a great situation. And then for Spring Mills, I think continue just to attack the basket and be aggressive on the offensive end throughout the game. When they've been sloppy is when they try to kind of hold the ball and stall or whatever the system may be. And then like Coach Sample said, I think you got to make the possessions count in this ball game because this should be a close one. It should come down to the fourth quarter. If you can make each possession count, you got a good chance to win this one.
All right, those were your keys to the game, players to look out for, brought to you by CMA's
I didn't
Honda.
give a player.
Oh, there you go. Give your player. Sorry.
We'll go with Cam Wilkes for Hedgesville. He's been their leading scorer. I think he'll have a big impact on this ball game and his ability to shoot the three. And then for Spring Mills, I'm going to go with Caleb Thomas. I think Caleb Thomas will be really important tonight for them to get the win and what he's able to do in the high post.
All right, those were your CMA Honda of Winchester keys to the game and players to look out for. Now we'll hit the projected starting lineups brought to you by Modern Renovation, West Virginia homeowner. Trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate or mymodernrenovations.com. We'll start with the visitors. Hedgesville, Nick, you have those starters?
Yes, we got Cameron Wilkes, Damon Cook, Christian Bolduc, Jackson Ruest, and rounding out the lineup will be Eli Fairclough for the Eagles.
And for the Spring Mills Cardinals, will be number 2, Keyshawn Cheek. Number 3, Caleb Thomas, both those freshmen. Number 11, Caleb Robinson, a junior. And number 14, a junior, Jalen Franklin, and number 22, a junior, Austin Davis. That is your Modern Renovations starting lineups brought to you by Modern Renovations, West Virginia homeowners. Trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. That does it for the Johnny's Express tip-off show brought to you by Johnny's Express. Johnny's has all your game day food and drink needs. If you need a way to serve it all up, they've got you covered. That's Johnny's Express, located at 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. What we'll do right now is we will take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we will have opening tip. Next, you're tuned into West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
And that concludes today's pregame show. Coming up next, it's the starting lineups, opening tip, and play-by-play action of West Virginia high school basketball.
Johnson now in transition with the one-handed slam dunk. And that might put a seal on this one.
Today's game is brought to you by
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Ollie's VIP. Milestone Realty. The Palace Lounge. The Mountaineer Grill and Pub. Cody's Auto Body. Modern Renovations. D&N Auto. Home Helpers of the Panhandle. Johnny's Express.
And now, let's go courtside and rejoin our WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Coliseum here at Spring Mills High School as we get ready for a huge Section 1 matchup here in Region 2 of Class 4A between the Hedgesville Eagles and the Spring Mills Cardinals. Nick, obviously this last month here of the season is going to be huge for both of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, right now these two teams have separated themselves a little bit from Martinsburg. Obviously, we haven't seen Martinsburg play Hedgesville yet, but Spring Mills has the win over.
That'll happen for the first time on Wednesday, and then again a couple weeks later.
But Spring Mills has the win over Hedgesville, over Hedgesville and Martinsburg. So right now they're the top team in the section, and Hedgesville, just right there with them. I mean, it's a very close game. So I expect another good one tonight. A rivalry matchup Friday night, pretty big crowd on hand, so this should be a good basketball game.
As we get ready for the opening tip here between Christian Bolduc and freshman Caleb Thomas for Spring Mills. The opening tip brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. Revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Go to HagerstownFord.com. Tip one back to Spring Mills there by Keyshawn Cheek. And Caleb Robinson, not in the number 11 tonight. He'll be in the number 4 jersey, which was different than listed on the roster here, as it's now back out over to Franklin. And he tries to lay it up and no good. That was the first shot of the game, brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Promote, Protect. Located at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-5131. Remember, get your shots at Berkeley County Health, the Berkeley County Health Department. here as Hedgesville has its first possession of the night. Bolduc now. Now over to Ruest. Back to Bolduc. Bolduc now passes it over to Logan Bloch. 3 coming on the way from Wilkes. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebounded there by Jalen Franklin. First quarter brought to you on TV 10 by Chris Ross of the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. There is the first points of the game scored by Caleb Thomas for the Cardinals. They have a 2-0 lead here. 6:42 left in the first quarter in a huge game here at the Cardinal Coliseum. Ruest has it at the top of the key. He'll get that ball tipped away, but he'll keep possession after it was tipped by Jalen Franklin. Guarded now by Austin Davis. He passes that over to T. Wilmer. Down low to Ruest. His layup is up, no good. Rebounded there by Robinson. Robinson now back to Cheek. Cheek, the freshman phenom, averaging 21 points a ball game. He'll pass it over to Thomas. Thomas can't get handles right on it, and he'll pass it over to Franklin. Franklin now over to Cheek. Cheek now at the top of the key. He'll dribble, drive in, and he'll try to put up a layup, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, if you allow Keyshawn Cheek to get into the lane, he'll either finish a layup or get to the free throw line. He's improved throughout the season from the charity stripe. Early on, was only shooting about 63%. He's now up to 71% on the season. And early on, I think Spring Mill's doing a lot of good things on the offensive end. It's only 3-0.
First free throw up and good. Now 3-0. First quarter also brought to you on TV 10 by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg. Your total insurance solution located at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. Second shot up, rolls around, and it's good. 5-0 lead now for the Cardinals. Here with 5:42 left in the first quarter. Bloch has it. Now over to Bolduc. Bolduc passes over to Wilmer. Wilmer to Ruest at the top of the key. He fakes a couple passes. He tries to put the ball on the ground. It's taken away by Cheek. Cheek will run the offense. Clear lane to the basket, and he's fouled trying to go up for the layup there by Ruest. So another foul here by Cheek, and he'll go to the line again.
Yeah, I'm not really certain what Hedgesville offense was trying to do on that possession. Ruest had the ball for a long time, wasn't attacking, wasn't trying to move the ball around the perimeter, and then eventually throws kind of a sloppy pass. And Keyshawn Cheek is able to take it away and go coast to coast.
First one is on the way and no good. Snake mentioned the 71% free throw shooter on the season, improving in that category throughout the season. Second shot on the way, and that one straight through. So now a 5-0 lead here for the Spring Mills Cardinals. 9-3 on the season, 2-1 in the EPAC, and 4-1 here at the Cardinal Coliseum. Balch has it. He tries to get in the lane, but he's fouled there by Austin Davis, I believe.
Well, Hedgesville electing to go a little bit smaller. Eli Fairclough not in the starting lineup tonight. They go to Bloch instead and trying to match kind of what Spring Mills' look is going to be. Spring Mills doesn't have a post guy. Yeah. I mean, Jalen Franklin's the closest thing they have, and he's more of a small forward.
They'll get Franklin actually on that foul. That's his first.
So Fairclough's not going to match up great defensively. He would give you an advantage on the offensive end, but he's not a huge offensive player, only averaging about 6 points a game.
First shot is on the way, and it's good. The first points of the night for the Eagles. Second shot on the way, and that's no good. Rims out. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson again, usually number 11 in the 4 jersey tonight. Passes over to Franklin. Ball tipped around, taken away by Bloch. He'll run the court the other way, pass it over to Wilkes. Wilkes now at the center court logo. Now over to Bloch. Bloch now passes it back to Bolduc. Bolduc over to Wilkes. Guarded by Cheek. He'll try to dribble drive in. And they'll get a foul there on Cheek. So both teams with 2 fouls here with 4:35 left in the first quarter. Hedgesville inbounds it to Bloch. Bloch now down low to Wilmer. His shot is no good, but he'll get fouled and go to the line.
He made that shot. So good drive to the rim by Wilmer. Let's see if we can convert this free throw.
First and one attempt is up and rolls around and in. So it's now a 5-4 ball game here with 4:25 left in this first quarter. As we started a little early here, Nick. Got going at around 7:26 here. We're at 7:32, just 2 minutes after usual tip-off time. Coach Shamples yelling out signals to his team here as Cheek will get it past the timeline. He'll try to set up the offense. He'll bring Robinson over, now passes it to Thomas. Back to Robinson, now to Thomas. And they just keep throwing it back and forth between each other. And it'll go back to Cheek now.
It's interesting that Hedgesville went with the smaller lineup, but still staying in the zone.
Big three on the way from Cheek is no good. Rebounded going back the other way now is Hedgesville. Wilkes has it. Trying to set something up here at the just past the timeline here. He'll pass it over to Bloch. Bloch decides not to shoot the three. Now it's coming back out to Cook. Cook's three is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Cheek. He's running the court. He tries to get pickpocketed there, but Robinson has it. He tries to lay it up and in. No good. Austin Davis gets the board. They're fighting for it. No call. A jump ball. It'll go towards Hedgesville. So a 5-4 ball game here. 3:27 left in this first quarter. What is a big, huge game here in Section 1 of this region. Bloch has it. Passes now over to Cook. Back to Bloch. Now over to Ruest. Over to Wilkes. Wilkes gets the screen. He'll dribble drive in. He'll put that layup up and off the rim. No good. Cheek has it now to Thomas. Thomas will step back or push back out now to Cheek. Now over to Robinson. Back to Thomas. Now in the corner, he'll get the three from, or he'll get a pass from Davis. That's no, three is no good. Rebounded there by Hedgesville. Ruest with the rebound. Bringing it back up the court is Wilkes. Wilkes will get a dribble drive and then pull it back out.
Not a great shot from Caleb Thomas. His feet weren't set when he let that ball go. I think it would have been a long two if it had gone.
Get a foul there on Wilmer.
Could have been our rejection of the game as Caleb Thomas blocked it, but the foul going against the Cardinals.
Caleb Thomas got, if you remember, got the late block in that first game matchup between them. It was a 48-46 victory at Hedgesville a few weeks back for Spring Mills. Inbound pass now to Cook. Cook now brings it back out. Passes it over to Bloch. Now at the top of the key to Wilkes. Wilkes now will pass it. He'll get it over to Wilmer. Wilmer's three is on the way, and that's straight through. The Eagles take their first lead of the contest. 7-5 here at 2:08 left in this first quarter.
Really good start for Trey Wilmer. Already 6 points.
Leading there, 6 out of the 7 points for the Eagles as Spring Mills will slow it down here. 1:51 left in this quarter, the opening quarter here from the Cardinal Coliseum. Now Robinson, now to Thomas, now to Cheek. Cheek now will pull it back out. Running a 2-3 zone is Hedgesville. Now it'll go over to Max Anderson, who's entered the ballgame. A three on the way from Davis. That's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Ruest. Hedgesville now gets a chance to extend the lead here with just about a minute 20 left here in this opening quarter. Wilkes has it. He now has got to force it back out to Wilmer. Wilmer over to Cook. Cook now will dribble, drive in, pick up the pass now. A corner. Look at the travel there on Wilkes, so they'll go back the other way here. A minute 5 left in this first quarter. Eli Faircloth checking in for Ruest. 6'6", 275 junior.
So we'll see if they can get Faircloth involved offensively. Obviously, has the size advantage down low.
Now coming down to Thomas. His layup is up and good. Ties the ball game here. Under 45 left in the first quarter. All knotted up at 7. Wilmer has it. Now it's back over to Cook. Or excuse me, that's Bloch. His reverse layup is no good. Eli Faircloth trying to get the rebound. Now Bloch trying to get the rebound here as we're under 21 seconds. What do they call that, Nick? Can you see that?
I just saw him put his hand up, so I guess he called a... I don't really know. I mean, I guess it was jump ball, possession Hedgesville, but I didn't really see much of a single, and I didn't see a foul announced.
Inbound pass taken away by Cheek. He'll run the court, and he'll get fouled. With 17.3 left here in the first quarter. Now it's the third team foul for Hedgesville. Spring Mills has four themselves. Jalen Franklin checking back in as Max Anderson comes out. (14-13). Cheek will wait for the last shot of the quarter here. He'll pass over to Thomas. Thomas back to Cheek. Now Thomas over, down to Thomas. His turnaround jumper is good. Spring Mills takes a 9-7 lead here as time expires in the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back for the second quarter right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. That's why we're America's most loved auto brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
2021 American Customer Satisfaction Index ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
To the Cardinal Coliseum as we ready to start the second quarter. Second quarter action on TV 10 brought to you by Skinner Law Firm. Injury and consumer rights lawyers. Call them at 304-245-6613 or visit them online at skinnerfirm.com. Also by Modern Renovations. West Virginia homeowners trust the experts at Modern Renovations for roofing. Call them at 304-564-6317 to schedule your free estimate or visit mymodernrenovations.com. Spring Mill starts off possession this quarter here. Cheek has it now, kind of stuck right to the right of us here below the Cardinals. Writing here on the court. Back to Cheek now. 7:36 left here in this second quarter. Now over down low to Cheek. And just passing. There's continuous passing. 3 on the way from Cheek. That shot is no good. Rebounded there by Cook. Going back the other way for Hedgesville.
Well, even though Spring Mills didn't get a shot to fall there, it's great ball movement.
Shot coming there. Rebounded by Spring Mills. That is Thomas with the rebound. He averages 5.7 boards per contest.
Hedgesville very aggressive to begin this second quarter, trying to trap on most passes. There it results in a turnover.
The ball taken away there by Cook. Cook over to block.
Offensive foul.
Get an offensive foul away from the ball here. Get a turnover for Hedgesville. Jalen Franklin comes back in the contest as Max Anderson comes out. Eli Faircloth charged with the foul for Hedgesville. Both teams with 4 fouls here with 6:44 left in the first half. Thomas has it. We'll take it to the top of the key. Pass it over to Robinson. Robinson usually wearing number 11, wearing 4 tonight. Cheek now. Passes it over to Austin Davis. Back to Cheek. Over to Davis. Down low to Franklin. That ball tipped and taken away by Wilkes. Wilkes now will take a deep 3. That shot is straight through as the Eagles take a 10-9 lead here with 6:12 left in the second quarter.
Well, when you have a guy like Cameron Wilkes, you like that shot. Most players you don't. A step back 3 in transition, but a beautiful shot there to give the Eagles the lead.
Davis now into Robinson, or Franklin, excuse me. Now over to Cheek. We got a timeout. Timeout here. Not sure who took the timeout.
Had to be Spring Mill.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was Spring Mill.
We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WRNR.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
All right, welcome back to the Cardinal Coliseum here with Hedgesville on top over the Cardinals. 10-9 here, 5:46 left in the second quarter as Spring Mills calling the timeout there. Timeouts on TV 10 brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors. John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call Ameriprise Financial Service at 304-263-4343 or stop by their offices at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Back into gameplay here as Thomas has it. Now back to Cheek. A deep 3 on the way. That's off the mark as he almost got his own rebound, but now it's Wilkes going back the other way. He'll get blocked. What a great block by Thomas. That could be an early nominee for your rejection of the game, Nick.
Oh, Caleb Thomas going to the top rope to get that one. I like that one.
Averaging 3 blocks a contest. Now down low to Bolduc. His turnaround shot's no good. Rebounded by Franklin. Going back the other way now is Cheek. Now in the corner to Davis. His 3 on the way. That's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Bolduc, but it'll be, looks like an over-the-back foul. On Bolduc, that's his second personal. 15 for the Eagles.
See what Coach Samples kind of was trying to direct to his team on that previous timeout. Hedgesville being very aggressive defensively.
Caleb Thomas puts up the jumper just inside the charity stripe, no good. Going back the other way now is Wilmer. Wilmer will dribble drive in, guarded by 2 defenders. He puts up a layup, no good. Rebounded by Cheek. Cheek now at the top of the key, looking to set something up offensively here. He'll go to the far side from us, right in front of the benches. Now over to Franklin. Now back to Cheek. Into Thomas. Thomas. Now back to Cheek. Now to Thomas again. Back to Cheek again.
Well, early on, they've been the whole offense, so you need other guys. Maybe Austin Davis, he misses that three just barely.
Back the other way now is Hedgesville. Watts running the offense here. Got an update here. Jefferson on top of Musselman 23-17 at the end of the first quarter. Now, wow. Yeah. Wilmer has it now. He'll pass over to Cook. Cook now passes to Faircloth on the top of the key. Now over down low to Faircloth. He'll turn around. He'll put the jumper almost off the glass and in, but he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Eli Faircloth, great move. I mean, he did everything but finish that layup underneath. The contact obviously having something to do with it. And he's a guy with his size. Like we said, Spring Mills doesn't have anybody that can match him. So if he can get inside and convert on those type of shots, it could be really big for Hedgesville in this game.
He misses the first free throw. Hedgesville holds a 10-9 lead here. 3:49 left in the second quarter. Second shot on the way, and that's through. So 11-9 lead now for the Hedgesville Eagles.
And for a big guy, he's got a solid touch on the free throw line. Once he's about 65% on the season.
Robinson now. Pass over to Cheek. Cheek now will walk to the top of the key. Now down over to Davis. Back to Cheek. Now to Max Anderson. His shot's no good. Rebounded there by Faircloth. Going back now the other way. Down to Wilmer. He'll lay that one up and no good. Great defense there by Max Anderson to get in position. Shot on the way there from Bloch is no good. Rebounded now, or excuse me, by Cheek, no good. Yep. Look at the travel there on Wilmer.
I don't know, though, because really it was more of a gather step than just a flat-out travel. Because it's tough to dribble when you're catching the ball like that.
Yeah, it definitely is. And, you know, just we're not the refs. Nick can't make the calls.
I don't know if they give you the gather step in high school, though. That's more of an NBA thing, maybe.
Max Anderson has it, or excuse me, Caleb Thomas. Now over to Robinson. Back to Cheek now. Over to Robinson. Down low to Cheek. And it'll be a jump ball going towards Hedgesville.
Coach Rest still talking about that travel.
Well, yeah, I think he also wanted to travel on that.
Could have been it, yeah. I think he might have been signaling that he rolled over while on the ground.
To me, it kind of looked like this, Nick.
Yeah. Either way, they get the possession.
Either way, they get the possession here. As Wilkes gets it past the timeline. Over to Wilmer. Back to Wilkes. Over now. Back to Wilmer. Ball on the ground, free. Cheek has it, going back the other way now. And he'll lay it up and in.
Should be a block. And they'll count the field goal.
Count the field goal. It's now a tie ball game. Cheek for the end, one attempt. And Ruess wants to know why that wasn't a charge. He looked like he had position from our angle. Faircloth comes out. Third foul now. Can't be right. Sean Nelson?
No,
number 14.
They haven't updated from Franklin. Foul, I think, last.
About to say, I was like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, they were just giving the number now.
So they're going to get Wilkes with the personal there.
And one attempt here from Cheek. In and out, no good. Tie ball game here, 11-all. 2:07 left in this first half. Wilkes has it. Dribble it all around now, passes it over to Cook. Now over to Wilmer. Wilmer now take a shot at the free throw line, but that's blocked right there by Caleb Thomas. Now the ball comes to Thomas. Thomas now passes it over to Cheek. Cheek almost got a foul, or a travel call there, but they didn't call it. Back to Thomas now. Over to Robinson. Robinson will fake the handoff there to Davis. Now over to Cheek. Cheek now trying to tell Thomas to go do something on offense. Passes to him. Give and go back to Cheek. Now to Robinson. Now back over to Cheek. Cheek now passing it to Robinson. They'll get the travel call there. Another turnover for Spring Mills.
Spring Mills is going to need its role players to, step up a little bit more. Right now, the only guys scoring are Cheek and Thomas. If that continues, it's going to be tough to keep pace with Hedgesville, I would think.
Wilmer has it now over to Ruest. A 3 on the way there from Wilkes is no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Now to Cheek. .45 seconds and counting here left in the half. Thomas back to Cheek. Under 35 now as Spring Mills is content for the last shot here of the first half.
It's been a poor shooting first half between these two teams. Obviously only 22 points. But the zone of Hedgesville has been very effective, and Spring Mills has played a tough man throughout and mixed it up a few times, going to the zone a few times defensively.
10 seconds now on the clock. Cheek has it now. Passes down to Thomas. A layup coming there from Robinson's no good. And the buzzer goes off, and we have a tie ball game here at the Cardinal Coliseum. 11-all heading into halftime. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the Manson Ferretti halftime show. You're tuning to West Virginia High School basketball on WRNR.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Coliseum. We're all knotted up at 11 between the Hedgesville Eagles and the Spring Mills Cardinals at the halftime show brought to you by Manson Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. And Nick, very low-scoring first half and second quarter there.
Yeah, I believe it was 4-2 in the second quarter, Hedgesville. And it was an easy half for me to total up, which was nice. We got, for the Spring Mills Cardinals, Keyshawn Cheek with 5 points, Caleb Thomas with 6 points at the half. And for Hedgesville, Wilmer with 6 points, 3 from Wilkes, 1 for Block, and one for Faircloth. So, again, neither team having a whole lot of success on the offensive end. But the defenses have been good, and I think at times the defense has led the offense, but the half-court offense has just been bad for both teams. They can't really get anything going, and not having a whole lot of success. If it's not from the free throw line or in transition, we just haven't seen much.
Yeah, you are completely right there, Nick, and that does it for our portion of the Mansion Freddy halftime show. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, you'll hear from Colin McLaughlin back in the WRNR TV 10 studios in Martinsburg, and you're tuned into West Virginia High School basketball on WRNR.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center, 400 West Stevens Street, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk. See dealer for details.
You need to keep your vehicle in good working order, but car and truck repairs can be very costly. Bears Repair in Martinsburg performs all kinds of auto repairs at prices most often well below their competition. Bears Repair offers tune-ups, oil change and lubrication, small and large engine and transmission repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, exhaust system replacement, air conditioning checks, auto inspections, and new tires. Stop by for a free estimate at Bears Repair, 904 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg, phone 262-0208. Bears Repair.
Welcome into the Halftime Scoreboard Show, Hour and One Halftime Scoreboard Show on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 is brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling them at 304-433-8000. Colin McLaughlin here as we're at the half. It's 11 apiece between Spring Mills and Hedgesville. Let's now go into some scores for around the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference, starting with a game that's also going on right now. The last update we had for them was at the end of the first quarter. It is the Jefferson Cougars leading the Musselman Applemen 23-17's the score in that one. No update for the girls basketball side of things that's taking place right now between Washington and Musselman, but scores that took place already today as both teams from Martinsburg High School are playing in the battle for the Spring House down at the Greenbrier Resort. And in the boys game, Martinsburg lost to Cabell Midland 66-59. As for the girls, Martinsburg Bulldogs team, they lost to Bridgeport 53-38. So Martinsburg will play Nitro in girls basketball tomorrow as Greenbrier East beat Nitro by a final score of 60-51. So it looks like we also just have a score update. Don't know how accurate it is, but our YouTube update says it's now 23-24 Musselman. So have to wait and see what we hear from our known sources accuracy-wise, but if that's true, that is huge as Jefferson is undefeated on the year. But let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll send it back to Spencer and Nick for half number 2 at Spring Mills High School after the 2-minute break, where we're tied up at 11 apiece between Spring Mills and Hedgesville.
Let's go! drink some beers. Mountaineer Grill and Pub.
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go. Drink some beers. Mountaineer Grill and Pub.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back here to the Cardinal Coliseum. Spencer Louis, Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Cameramen Harry Brown and John Alderton. Executive producer, our intern Avery Newport. Back in the studio, you heard from him just a few moments ago. Colin McLaughlin getting an update here from the Jefferson Musselman game. A 3-point ball game now at halftime. Jefferson leading this one 36-33. So Musselman, as you said, desperate for a win today on the Sports Mix. Maybe they heard you.
Well, I think, too, it goes back to their style of play, and they play Jefferson very tough, which means as this season goes on, when we get to sectionals, while Jefferson could very well end up being undefeated heading into sectionals or with a very good record heading into sectionals, Musselman will play them tough, and anything could happen come playoff time. So it will be interesting to see how that one plays out tonight, and if they meet again in the sectionals, how it will play out.
Definitely here as we start the third quarter, brought to you on TV 10 by Kelly, Allstate Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. Spring Mills here with the possession, and they keep possession. They're talking it over here, Nick. Will stay Spring Mills possession. Third quarter also brought to you on TV 10 by Orsini's Home Store. Not just an appliance store any longer, located at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg. Go to Orsinis.com for more.
Here, both teams going very guard heavy as Max Anderson starts the second half.
Davis there. 3 on the way is no good. Going back the other way here is Hedgesville. Wilkes has it. Now a 3 on the way there from Bolduc is no good. Rebounded by Cheek. Cheek now over to Davis. Davis now to Caleb Robinson wearing the number 4 jersey tonight, not 11. Back to Cheek. Cheek now over to Davis. Davis now dribbles it around. Back over to Cheek. Now over to Robinson in the corner to Davis. He'll spot up and shoot the 3. That one is off the mark, no good. Rebounded though by Thomas. Back out to Cheek. Cheek now to Franklin. Franklin now over to Robinson. Down low, now back to Cheek. 6:30 left here in this third quarter. Down the Cheek. He'll put the ball on the ground and he'll travel. He will travel. Little delayed call there. The ref couldn't find his whistle. Tie ball game here, all knotted up at 11. 6:26 left in this third quarter.
Spring Mills has to find a way to break down this Hedgesville zone. It's been surprising, though, that Hedgesville has struggled so much against just a regular man-to-man. I mean, if Spring Mills could break down the zone, they'd probably be okay. The zone, though, is something that can be tough for a team to play against. Usually against man, it's something you see all the time, work on all the time. You should be able to have more than 11 points at a half. And both teams just continue, for whatever reason, to struggle to do anything offensively.
Bolduc with the offensive foul off the ball for Hedgesville, so it's a turnover there. Spring Mills has possession. Cheek now to Thomas. Over to Robinson. Now back to Cheek. He'll launch a three. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by by Thomas. That shot's he loses control, goes out of bounds, but it remains with Spring Mills.
And I think when the offenses are struggling, I'll let you get this call.
Shot on the way there from Cheek, and that one is good. 14-11 now is your score. Cardinals on top. 5:40 left in this third quarter. First points of the quarter.
Well, that was a good job by Spring Mills to be patient and get to that shot.
Ruest has it now. Three on the way from Wilmer. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Cheek as he skies up for that. Now passes it to Thomas. Now to Robinson. He'll lay that one up. Off the mark, no good. But the putback shot from Caleb Thomas isn't there the first time. Gets the rebound, puts it back up. Now Spring Mills opens up a 5-point lead here with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left in this third quarter. 16-11. Now playing some aggressive defense here.
8 for Thomas, 8 for Cheek. The two freshmen leading the way for Spring Mills.
Three on the way from Wilkes. That shot rolls around and no good. Rebounded by Cheek. Cheek, who averages 3.6 rebounds a game, I believe has got now about 4 rebounds. He's at the top of the key trying to set something up to Robinson. Over to Davis now. Back to Cheek. Cheek will take a deep three. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Wilmer. Going back the other way now, down to Cook. Cook will pass it at the top of the key now to Wilkes. Now Block has it, and it'll be a foul call. Looks like on Austin Davis. Inbounding it now is Hedgesville. They'll get it in to Wilkes. Wilkes now will pass it over to Cook. Cook now over to Wilmer. Wilmer over to Wilkes. Down to Ruest. Down low now to Bloch. That'll be out of bounds, but it'll remain with Hedgesville. 11-16 is your score. 4 minutes left here in this third quarter. Shot on the way from Ruest. That is no good. Rebounded there by Spring Mills. Going back the other way now. 3:55 left in this third quarter. Cheek and Spring Mills content to play slow ball here. Slow it down. Kind of take that Hedgesville style a little bit and use it. Thomas now over to Davis, to Cheek at the top of the key. Down low to Franklin. His layup is up and good. Now a 7-point lead for the Cardinals. 18-11 here. 3:23 left in this third quarter.
Well, Jalen Franklin can score. We saw it against Martinsburg in that fourth quarter. When he got going, this team really poured it on. If they maybe can get him going in the second half, could be big for the Cardinals and allow them to pull away.
Yeah, the junior only averaging 7.9 points a ball game. They'll get a foul here on Caleb Thomas as Eli Faircloth gets ready to jump back into the ball game for Ruest. Faircloth and Ruest, a couple two-sport athletes in, I guess, 3 sports for Ruest. He also plays baseball, I believe. Not too sure about Faircloth. I know they both play football as well. Wilkes has it now over to Cook. Now in the corner. Dribble driving in is Blotch. A foul call here on. Are they getting that on?
Austin Davis.
It'll be on Austin Davis, yep. As Max Anderson checks in for Davis. Shot coming off the inbound from Wilmers. No good. Rebounded by Caleb Thomas. He'll run the court, slow it down, pass it to Cheek. Cheek now will dribble drive in. He'll try to lay that one up, and no good. Rebounded there by Cook. Wilkes has it. Deep 3 on the way. That one is bricked and off of the backboard. No good. Remains an 18-11 lead for the Spring Mills Cardinals, who are looking to knock off Hedgesville in back-to-back contests this year. I believe they've never done that, Nick.
That was only their second win over Hedgesville in school history.
So obviously,
so yeah, if they're able to sweep the Eagles this season, at least in the regular season, it would be the first time ever.
Down low to Franklin. His shot is rejected a little bit here. And the rebound comes away for Hedgesville. They'll go back the other way. Deep 3 on the way there from Wilmers. No good. Rebounded there by Cheek. Coach Sample's calling out the offense here, trying to tell them to slow down, it looks like. He's at the logo now, come around some defenders, and he'll lay that one up. And the ball gets stuck up there.
It looked like it was going in.
Yeah.
It looked like Keyshawn Cheek had an and one, but then it just got stuck on the rim. Oh, I guess they're not even calling a shooting foul? Or they are? Okay, yeah.
I was about to say, I was a little confused for a second.
Well, Robinson was going to the baseline like it wasn't a shooting foul. And typically when you're on offense, you're trying to sell the shooting foul as much as possible.
Exactly. Cheek shot is up and through, so an 8-point ball game now. 19-11. Second one's no good. Rebounded there by Caleb Thomas. 3 on the way from Cheek. That one's straight through. Hedgesville Spring Mills doubles up Hedgesville. 22-11 here. 1:10 left in this third quarter. As it's an 11-0 run here in this quarter. Rebounded by Faircloth. He puts up a putback, no good. And then he gets his own rebound, and then it'll be a jump ball here with 57.8 seconds left in this quarter. Inbounded now to Ruest. He'll dribble drive around and in and put up a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Caleb Thomas. Ball kind of bats around there, unable to get possession, and Ruest takes away. Now in the corner, a 3-ball coming, and that's no good. Rebounded by Eli Faircloth. His shot is up, no good. He gets his own rebound. And he scores that one up, so how it ends the 11-0 run here as we have a 30-second timeout. Timeout's brought to you in part by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them at 304-263-4343 or stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. And Nick, an 11-0 run to start this quarter for Spring Mills, and Hedgesville there with the tough 2 points, and now it's only a 9-point ball game.
Yeah, it's definitely been a weird game. These two teams typically can get into the 50s, 60s. I mean, they have the ability to do that, but just aren't executing offensively. Spring Mills has gotten a little bit of life this quarter. Keyshawn Cheek with 2 threes in the quarter. So that's helped. He obviously had the free throw as well. That was a nice little 4-point swing to help build this Cardinals lead. But finally, something goes Hedgesville's way in this third quarter, and we'll see if they can keep this offense going in the fourth, hopefully, or build on that offense.
Keyshawn Cheek has it just passes half court as there's about 23 seconds left, and there'll be a foul call here. As Spring Mills with the 9-point lead here, 22-13. Spring Mills retains possession off of the foul from Faircloth as it's inbounded now to Davis, but they can't get it. Now coming back the other way is Wilkes. He'll lay that one up and in, score the field goal, and he'll go to the line for an and-one attempt. Possible change of momentum here in the last minute of this quarter, Nick.
Yeah, that was a great job by Wilkes to jump up, steal that pass, and then create the contact in a situation where he has the fast break. He kind of slowed up a little bit to make sure that, one, he made the layup, and two, that the defender made contact with him. He's able to get the and one.
And one is good, so 22-16 now. A 5-0 run here for the Eagles. Under 8 seconds left now. Cheek over to Thomas. Thomas down to Cheek. Cheek will get fouled here with under a second left. They're going to call it in the act of shooting. It'll be the fourth team foul. They'll have 0.9 seconds to get it in and get a shot up. You got to get that ball in and just
0.5.
0.5. I'm looking at the wrong scoreboard over here.
It's tough to see.
Tough to see with the basket stanchion coming in. Oh, great shot there from Robinson, and that's no good. Whoa, did you see that, Nick?
Yeah, Caleb Robinson should get a tee. He pushed, I believe it was block after the play had expired. I mean, you could do the double technical if you want, because obviously both guys were jarring to lead to that push, but something you can't have there, and surprised the officials didn't call anything.
All right, we'll step aside for a 1-minute break and be back for the fourth quarter. Action next. You're tuned into West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on WRNR.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast, and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Coliseum here for a good one as we start the fourth quarter in sectional play between Spring Mills and Hedgesville. Spring Mills on top 22-16. Spring Mills with possession here to start the fourth quarter. Caleb Thomas now over to Cheek. Cheek now will pull it out. He's double teamed here. He'll pass in the corner to Davis. Davis on a three, and that's no good. Rebounded there by Bloch.
Well, you needed that one from Austin Davis. He struggled from downtown, a guy that's typically one of the best shooters on this team.
Hedgesville now coming off that 5-0 run, and Faircloth will get fouled. That will be the fifth team foul for the Cardinals. That means 1-1, right? Oh, you got to get 6. Don't know why I was thinking 5. 7.
5 is college quarters in women's basketball.
That's what I'm used to. Last time I did play-by-play, Nick.
There you go.
Confusion here. Inbounded now to Wilkes. Now in the corner, down low to Faircloth. Faircloth will put the ball on the ground, and he'll travel. Another turnover here. Why we got a second, we'll get you the fourth quarter sponsors here from TV 10, brought to you on TV 10 by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations. Robert Fields & Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home here in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown. Ranson proudly serving the area since 1880. Also on TV 10 by Ollie's VIP Northside, the best local spot to catch sports or hang out with friends. Stop by 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. Ollie's VIP, we'll see you for the game. Keyshawn Cheek playing that Hedgesville-style basketball for Spring Mills right now as they have this 6-point lead here as 6:42 left in this final quarter of action here, and a travel there on Spring Mills. Obviously, this point in the game is a very low-scoring game, Nick, but only a 6-point lead for the Cardinals, and a travel there by the Cardinals.
Yeah, well, that little run by Hedgesville at the end of the third has gotten this Hedgesville crowd into it a little bit, and see if they can build on that momentum.
Timeout called here by acting head coach Chris Ruest for Hedgesville. We'll do right now is we'll step aside for a 30-second break. You're tuned in to West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Coliseum here in the fourth quarter. About 6:30 left here in this ball game. Fast-moving ball game here. Cardinals on top 22-16. Cardinals with 5 fouls, and the Eagles with 4 fouls. Both teams, or Eagles have 3 timeouts left, and Cardinals with 4 here. As kind of that couldn't matter. Timeouts left, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in a 6-point game, 6:30 to go, it's still very much anyone's ball game. It's going to come down to how these teams execute offensively, because offense has been coming at a premium. And as maybe those fouls add up too, if you can convert from the line and take advantage of those, that'll be helpful. But first, it comes with scoring from the floor.
Bolduc has it. A 3 on the way there from Wilkes is no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills.
Cameron Wilkes seems to be forcing a lot of shots from the perimeter that just aren't really going for him tonight. They were going against Jefferson at times, but tonight he's struggled from downtown.
With a timeout here by Coach Samples. We'll take one with him. You're tuned into West Virginia High School basketball on WRNR.
Life can get in the way these days. We all know that. Work commitments, social commitments, volunteer commitments, family commitments. You put your heart into all of it. You've got enough to worry about already. Your roof shouldn't be one of those things. Everything should just work. But when your roof is in need of an upgrade, you shouldn't have to worry about that either. Modern Renovations, your 4-state roofing solution. Reminding you that home is where the heart really is.
Welcome back here to the Cardinal Coliseum. Got a score update here. Jefferson, after getting a huge win in the showcase event last night, the St. James Invitational over Combine Academy, 112-85. They're now just a 1-point lead, holding a 1-point lead over Musselman, 46-45. 2:53 left in the third quarter in that ball game at Jefferson High School. Obviously, quick turnaround for them from that showcase last night where they put up 112 points, so slowing down a little bit tonight.
And like we said, Musselman will play you tough, give you some different looks. We talked about that on the Sports Mix today. And also coming off of that game isn't easy.
Nearly a turnover there as Keyshawn Cheek will get possession right in front of the Hedgesville basket. He'll dribble drive all the way down, he'll get blocked there by Bloch. They'll have possession under the basket. Inbounded now to Cheek. He'll launch a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Wilmer. Going back the other way is Hedgesville. Controlling the ball is Wilkes. Dribble driving in now and laying it up and in is Bolduc, who's no good. 22-16 remains the score. 5:36 left in this ball game here at the Cardinal Coliseum. Cheek has it now. Over to Thomas. Now over to Robinson. Robinson usually in the number 11 and the number 4 jersey tonight, if you're noticing that on TV 10. Cheek has it. He'll dribble drive in. And he'll get fouled, looks like, by Wilmer. Eagles' 5th foul of the second half. Cheek there with the three. 25-16 lead now for the Cardinals. 5 minutes left in this contest.
Well, where's the defense? I mean, you can't leave Spring Mill's best player wide open for three off an inbound.
Shot goes up there, and it's no good from Wilkes. Now it's rebounded there, and Cheek has it. He'll get past the timeline.
Spring Mills can just stall at this point. You're up by 9, 4 minutes. No reason to rush anything. Just hold for layups only.
Cheek has it. He'll dribble drive in, and he'll travel.
Yeah, doing too much there if you're Keyshawn Cheek.
Just bring it out to the top and just kind of run back and forth, really, is what you need to do here for the next 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
It's fine to attack the rim, but when you draw 2 or 3 defenders like Cheek did there, find a teammate, reset the offense, and get good shots here in this final 4.5 minutes.
Watch has it. He gets fouled. Or excuse me, that was Bolduc. Or no, that was Wilmer.
After you have that turnover, then you send Hedgesville to the free throw line. And we talked about it as we get closer with these fouls. Now 6 for the Cardinals. So from here on out, it'll be 1-1 for Hedgesville. If they can find a way to score from the free throw line and score if the clock stopped, they're still very much in this game.
And they scored on that one now, 25-17. They get 25-18 here. 4:20 left in the ball game.
Wilmer has 8, been really solid today when Hedgesville has needed him to kind of step up.
Cheek has it now.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Check 1, 2, check.
Sorry about that technical difficulties there, folks, but we're back here. Audio line pulled out.
Yeah, that'll do it to you, Spencer.
That'll do it for sure. 25-18 ball game here Around 3 minutes left to go in this ball game. Timeouts brought to you in part by the Mayor's Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call Ameriprise Financial Services at 304-263-4343 or stop by their offices located at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. As getting to be a real tight ball game. Now 7 fouls for the Cardinals, 5 for the Eagles here. 3:42 left in the contest. It's going to be, looks like it's becoming a foul kind of ball game here at the end of the game.
Yeah, a chance for Hedgesville to take advantage of this now from here on out.
The top of the key is Wilmer. He'll pass now over to Wilkes. Wilkes into Bolduc. Bolduc will dribble drive, pass it to Ruiz. Score the field goal, and he'll go to the line for an and one attempt. Could make this a 4-point ball game here at the 8th foul on the Cardinals as a team. Ruiz at the free throw line for the and one attempt. Got a score update here as Jefferson up top over Musselman, 54-52 at the end of the third quarter. So another tight one there in Jefferson County. Could be a close one here after this free throw. Makes it so 25-21 now. 3 minutes 21 seconds left in the ball game. Hedgesville not going away in this ball game after falling big to Jefferson on Tuesday. Cheek has it now. Now passes it up top. Now over to Thomas. Thomas down to Cheek. And Cheek will travel. Another travel for Cheek here in crunch time, Nick.
Yeah, I feel like that's like 3 or 4 turnovers for him in this quarter, or at least maybe some poor decisions. But give credit to the Hedgesville defense. They are double teaming as soon as Keyshawn Cheek breaks the first line of defense or gets into the paint. They're not letting him get to the basket easily.
Definitely Bolduc has it now. He'll shoot a jumper, and that's good. A 2-point ball game here in the Cardinal Coliseum. 25-23. Cardinals on top, and a timeout from Luke Samples. 2:47 left in the ball game. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. You're tuning in to West Virginia High School boys basketball on WRNR.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Coliseum. Spencer P. Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us. Cameramen John Alderton and Harry Brown. Our executive producer tonight, our intern, Avery Newport, running things for TV 10. Back in the studio, doing a knockdown, drag-out job, as always, Colin McLaughlin. And he'll be doing play-by-play duties. I'll be doing color tomorrow for the Region 2 Swim Championships at the Wellness Center at Shepherd University, 11 a.m. We'll do about a 10-minute pre-meet pregame show, if you want to call it. And then we'll have the action there in the Region Championships for boys and girls swimming. But back to this one here, a 2-point ball game. Cardinals clinging to a 2-point lead, 2:43 left in this contest. 25-23. Cheek, who turned it over twice, and did he turn it over again?
No, foul called.
Foul called right there.
Well, Christian Bolduc, who just made that shot to make it a 2-point game, that was his first 2 points of the night. And you wouldn't expect that from Bolduc. I mean, he's been a really good scorer for Spring Mills this season, right around 13 points per game. But finally stepping up when called upon.
Yeah, Bolduc averaging about 12 points a ball game. Now inside, attempted to get to Thomas, but a turnover and a 3 would give them the lead here. A 2 would tie it. 2:20 left in the ball game. Wilkes has it, passes now over to Bloch. Now he'll pass it over to Bolduc. Bolduc dribble drives in, He'll lay that one in. We've got a tie ball game here at the Cardinal Coliseum. 25-all, 2 minutes left in this EPAC thriller showdown here. And another turnover. West, he gets fouled there by Thomas. And all of a sudden, the Eagles have come alive, Nick.
Yeah, it feels like we're playing at Hedgesville, too. I mean, the Hedgesville crowd here really, at the end of that third quarter, there was a little run by the Eagles that kind of carried over to this fourth. The crowd came back into the game. And since then, Hedgesville has played great, executing in this fourth quarter to now tie things up and have the chance to take the lead.
Takes the lead on that one, 26-25. 1-1's all the way through the rest here, as it's now the 9th team foul here on the Cardinals. So Ruest with that one. Now he looks to make it a 2-point ball game here, 1:56 left in the contest. Second shot on the way here from Ruest. That's good. A 27-25 lead here for the Eagles. And another foul. Another foul. Another 1-1. Looks like it was on Thomas, or excuse me, that was on Robinson. Wow, Nick. A lane violation on Caleb Robinson.
Well, it's been 11-3 in this fourth quarter in favor of Hedgesville, and now Bolduc goes to the line.
He's straight through on that one now. 28-25. The Eagles have stormed back to take a 3-point lead. Could be a 4-point lead on this second one of the 1-1 here.
How about this? They've soared back into the lead.
Didn't make that one. Rebounded by Thomas, but a 28-25 lead here. And Luke Samples calls another timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. Hedgesville soars back to take a 28-25 lead. We're back in 30 seconds. You're tuning to West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on WRNR.
It's the excitement of EPAC basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Fowler, 4 seconds. Blackwood's corner, 3, good!
Taken away by Gladney. He'll run the court. He'll lay that one up and in.
We got you covered all season long with over 50 games of high school boys and girls hoops.
Crossover 4, and it's blocked. Bennett back in the face of all.
Right here on your EPAC sports leader, WRNR 106.5 FM, AM 740, and TV 10.
Welcome back here to the Cardinal Coliseum for a thriller between two section rivals here in the EPAC. And just like their first meeting, Spring Mills got the 48-46 win. Now it could be flipped here. Just lower scoring.
It's been a great run here for Hedgesville in this fourth quarter. But still just a 3-point game, anybody's ball game.
Cheek has it. He'll dribble, drive in, and he'll get fouled. Or no.
No, they did call the block. The baseline official was uncertain what to call there, so he went to his guy up top. And Ruest thought he called charge, but no, he was pointing to him.
They might give him a technical.
I think he'll be all right because the official's kind of hearing him out, but now, I think he made contact.
Yeah.
He was trying to give him a warning. You got to relax there, your coach Ruest. In a situation where you have a 3-point game, you're up by 3, it's a bang play. You can't get a technical in this situation.
You can't at all. What? So that'll be a technical shots on top of those shots.
Yes.
Yeah. So Cheek now at the line for the 1-1.
And possession.
And possession.
So that is
dramatics here at the Cardinal Coliseum.
You got to keep your cool if you're Coach Ruest in that situation.
First shot on the way from Cheek. That one, no good. I guess it'll be a shooting foul, so he'll get the 2 there. Visiting stands here at the Cardinal Coliseum, shaking. Second shot, no good, but rebounding there is Anderson. Anderson lays it up and in. Now just a 1-point ball game, 1-point deficit. So do they not assess the technical, Nick?
Maybe it wasn't a shooting foul. I don't know.
But then they have the guys that are usually on text. All right, well, we got a full timeout here at 28-27 lead for the Eagles. We'll step aside for a 30-second break and be back for more next on WRNR.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Welcome back here to the Cardinal Coliseum. Spencer Dupuy, Nick Verzolini. Nick, obviously a great game here down to the wire.
Yeah, it's been a good run by Hedgesville to take this lead. Keyshawn Cheek into the rim, couldn't finish, but his teammates pick him up with the offensive rebound. Put that back up and in to make this now a 1-point game, minute 30 to go. And this is kind of the perfect situation for Hedgesville.
Yeah, leaving me speechless, Nick. This ball game right now, leaving me speechless, but we're good. Steal right there by Thomas, but it's blocked.
Wilmer got his revenge from earlier.
Wow.
Thomas had that block that I wrote down. That was going to be my block of the game by Caleb Thomas way back in the second quarter on Cameron Wilkes. But now Cameron Wilkes is the leading candidate for the rejection of the game.
Foul there on Caleb Robinson. Now at the line is Wilmer to try to extend the Eagles' lead, and he does. Now a 2-point lead, 29-27. Nick, this could be the EPAC game of the year tonight.
Well,
we've said it before,
close.
But
it's close. There's been a lot of good games in the EPAC.
Second shot on the way and good. 30-27 lead now for the Eagles.
I'd still put that Musselman-Martinsburg game above it because this game was so sloppy for so long, but this third and fourth quarter have been great.
Keyshawn Cheek has the ball. At the top of the key, passes over to Caleb Thomas. Now a minute, 10 seconds left in the ball game. Back over to Cheek. Down 3 are the Cardinals. Here with 1 minute left in the Cardinal Coliseum, 30-27. His shot goes up, and it's picked up by Eli Fairclough on the rebound. And a foul looks like on Fairclough, or assessed to the Cardinals on Eli Fairclough as the player there. Fairclough coming up limping a little bit. That shot, or that foul there on Keyshawn Cheek. But Fairclough going to the line here to shoot 2. In a great ball game here at the Cardinal Coliseum. First one off the mark, no good. And this, if he doesn't make this one, game's not over yet. 55 left in this ball game. Second one from Fairclough is no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Over to Cheek. Under 45 now left in the contest. Eagles on top, 30-27. Keyshawn Cheek looking to get something going on offense. He's got to take a deep 3. That one is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Wilkes. Now grabbed by Wilmer. Now going down the other way. They'll just pass around the Fairclough. Now to Wilkes, 21, and now a foul coming here from Caleb Thomas. And wow, Nick, just the way that this second half has played out is crazy.
Yeah, I think in that situation, you were probably trying to foul Faircloth. I think he's a terrible free throw shooter. For a big guy, 64% is pretty good. But now you send Wilkes to the line, 70% on the year.
He makes the first one. Now a 4-point lead for the Eagles.
And it hasn't been a good game for Wilkes offensively, but, converting on the free throws so far.
Second shot from Wilkes. That's straight through. A 5-point lead for the Eagles. And the final timeout by the Cardinals. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Eagles on top, 32-27. You're tuning in to West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on WRNR.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Welcome back here to the Cardinal Coliseum here. Under 30 seconds left here in a thriller between Hedgesville and Spring Mills in this great rivalry between these two sectional opponents. 32-27 in favor of the Eagles here. And Nick, what a game this has become.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't looking good at one point. Spring Mills had built themselves a pretty good lead, but the final few minutes of the third quarter and then this really whole fourth quarter have been great for Hedgesville to make this a competitive ball game.
Keyshawn Cheek now has it under 17 seconds. Now over to Thomas. Now over to Davis. Back to Cheek. He's got to shoot a three. That one's off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Blotch and fouled there by Anderson.
Some of these looks for Spring Mills, they just haven't been good shots.
Yeah, I mean, that one, he shot that as a desperation heave. Still 8.6 seconds left in the contest, but you needed to get a shot up because you're down 5, Nick.
Yeah, you got to draw something up or go with something.
You have no more timeouts.
Well, you just had a timeout, though, so you had probably an opportunity to draw up a better look there than what you ended up getting.
Shot on the way there from Blotch, and that is good. 33-27 as the Eagles have soared back. We've got a tie ball game between Jefferson and Musselman with 150 left, 60-60. And that shot comes off 8 seconds left. 33-27, a desperation heave there from Robinson is no good, but with 2.9 seconds left, it'll be a turnover. And a timeout by Coach Ruest.
Yeah, just to make certain you don't have anything on this inbound. You only have to get it in, dribble it out, or get fouled. So you want to make sure you have the right guy going to the line. With 3 seconds, I don't know if Spring Mills will foul. They probably will, just, in case something really crazy happens. But there is almost no way to get 6 points in 3 seconds. So it's probably in Hedgesville's hands at this point, but still never know.
You still never know, and it's just a great ball game here. Eagles coming off that tough loss to Jefferson on Tuesday without head coach Kelly Church. We don't know the severity of what's going on there, but to be with your acting head coach and assistant coach and Coach Ruest, who's been, with Coach Church for a long time, and, have that loss, I guess it's been now 5 games they've been without head coach Kelly Church. So obviously things are going different ways here as you're without your head coach, but for them to be able to battle back tonight after that bad loss to Jefferson just shows that this section is going to be crazy when we get to the sectional championships, Nick.
Yeah, we still haven't seen Martinsburg, Hedgesville, and Spring Mills will back off, and
the buzzer goes off, and the Eagles come into the Cardinal Coliseum to get redemption from the Cardinals beating them at their home court. 33-27, the final score. Wow, Nick, what an amazing game. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break and be back for the Palace Lounge post-game show next.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
It's now time for the post-game show. Our broadcast team will break down the final stats, look at final scores from around the state, and look ahead to upcoming broadcasts. Today's game is brought to you by
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com. Ollie's VIP. Milestone Realty. The Palace Lounge. The Mountaineer Grill and Pub. Cody's Auto Body. Modern Renovations. D&N Auto. Home Helpers of the Panhandle. Johnny's Express.
And now, let's send it back to our Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 broadcast team for the post-game show.
The Cardinal Coliseum here after an EPAC thriller as the Eagles soar back to get the 33-27 victory over the Spring Mills Cardinals. We're back here for the post-game show brought to you by Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out their menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Nick, just a great comeback here for the Eagles in this one, and it just goes to show that, just because you're down and you can't, in a sloppy game, doesn't mean they're out of it.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Hedgesville just completely flipped everything they were doing. I mean, you only had 11 points heading into the final minute or two of the third quarter, and then all of a sudden, Hedgesville starts to turn things on. They get in a little 5-0 run. Head into the fourth quarter down 22-16, and you hold Spring Mills to just 5 points in the fourth quarter, and you're able to rally in that fourth and pull this one out 33-27. So, there's a lot to take away from this one tonight, but Hedgesville showing the fight there late and not giving up despite just being terrible for most of this game offensively. I mean, for 2 and almost 3 quarters, you had 11 points of offense. That's, something that most guys can get individually.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a good first 3 quarters, but the last few minutes of the third and the entire fourth was excellent Hedgesville basketball, and they pulled this one out. So congrats to the Eagles.
And, if we're going to analyze things here, it probably comes down to just the inexperience of this Spring Mills team that's still trying to build on things. And, you get lucky wins along the way.
But I'm going to call them lucky. They were some really good wins for Spring Mills over these first few games. But what I would say is I think in this game, I don't know if it's necessarily the experience that played a factor, but they just
making some silly mistakes.
Yeah, and they weren't able to get production from the entire team. In the past games when they found a way to win, while Keyshawn Cheek and Caleb Thomas are usually the leaders, other guys had 6, 7, 5 points here and there. That didn't happen tonight. Thomas got off to a quick start with 6 points in the first quarter. He scored one other basket in the third. He ends with 8 points. Keyshawn Cheek was out there. He was giving a good effort. He ended up with 15, but he forced a few shots because he really felt like he needed to. And other than that, you got 2 from Robinson on a putback on a free throw, and you got 2 from Jalen Franklin. And if you have 2 guys scoring all of your points, that's just not going to work for a full 4 quarters. Eventually, Hedgesville figured it out offensively, and they had a really good balance.
Hey, you want to run through those stats there? Brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora retailer on Route 11 South and Inwood, taking care of you like nobody's business.
Yeah, Block had 2 points, 8 for Cameron Wilkes. Good second half for him. 5 for Bolduc in a huge fourth quarter where he scored all 5 of those points. Rest with 5 as well. Also, all of them coming in the fourth quarter. Wilmer finishes with 10 and 2 for Eli Faircloth tonight. I'm sorry, 3 for Faircloth. Miscalculated there.
Those were your game stats brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers on Route 11 South and Inwood, taking care of you like nobody's business. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will have Nick's Awards. But first, we'll get you a little score update here. Headed to overtime, Jefferson and Musselman tied at 62. Colin will have the final score of that in the And One post-game scoreboard show. We'll be back in 2 minutes for Nick's Awards and to wrap things up here from the Cardinal Coliseum. You're tuning in to West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Whether you're heading to a high school, college, or professional football game, Johnny's has all your tailgating go-tos. Delicious wings, meatballs, shrimp, burgers, and dogs. Plus, Johnny's has everything you need to serve it all up. Party trays, utensils, plates, cups, and more. Stop by either of our 2 great locations, 1456 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg and Route 11 South in Chambersburg.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
Here to the Cardinal Coliseum. Spencer Nick Verzolini, happy to have you with us here for the Palace Lounge post-game show. Our cameramen tonight, John Alderton and Harry Brown. Our executive producer, our intern, Avery Newport, back in the studio. You heard from him at halftime. You'll hear from him in a few minutes. Colin McLaughlin doing a great job as always. And now it's time for the awards segment of the post-game show. Nick, you want to start at the bottom and go to the top here on our list? Start with the we'll start with the Cody's Body Shop rejection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Body Shop at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page.
I'm going to go with, for rejection of the game, the rejection by Cameron Wilkes on Caleb Thomas. Late in the ball game, Caleb Thomas gets an excellent steal on this side of the court going left to right, and looked like he was going to get an easy layup, right? 6'4". Earlier in the game, Cameron Wilkes got blocked by Thomas, but not this time. Wilkes getting the better of Thomas to win our block of the game or rejection of the game. Just a great play, and that pretty much was one of the few opportunities Spring Mills had to score in that fourth quarter, and it was a big rejection to prevent that score.
Definitely was there. And now our moment of the game brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsfordofmartinsburg.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Nick, who's your who wins, or what wins your Parsons Ford moment of the game, I should say?
Christian Boldukes and one in that fourth quarter. Gave him 5 points for the quarter, where he really played well and started to fuel Hedgesville back, and that and one that he had was just such an important basket to really flip the momentum. And when that happened, it seemed like Hedgesville was going to find a way to win this one after the majority of the game looked like Spring Mills might win by double digits.
There you go. There's your Parsons Ford moment of the game. Parsons Ford, they became number one by making you number one first. And finally, the player of the game brought to you by WVU Medicine. Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Nick, who wins the WVU player of the game? WVU Medicine player of the game.
This is tough, but I'm going to go with Tay Wilmer. He had 10 points tonight, 4 free throws, 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter. On the night, he was 5 for 5 from the line. And, you know, he's not a big scorer necessarily for this team, but he comes through tonight with 10 to lead the team, and making all those free throws was really important, especially when Spring Mills had to play the foul game. Wilmer converted when they needed him. And only a sophomore, too.
There it was, Wilmer, the WVU Medicine player of the game. WVU Medicine leading healthcare here and everywhere. That'll wrap it up here on the Palace Lounge post-game show. Remember, Palace Lounge on Edward Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out their menu on their Facebook page at the Palace Lounge Facebook page. That'll do it here from the Cardinal Coliseum. First, I want to thank both coaches here, Coach Luke Samples and acting head coach Chris Ruest for those Hedgesville Eagles and the Spring Mills Cardinals. And then I want to thank Mark Safia, the athletic director here at Spring Mills High School, making sure that we had a location to broadcast tonight's game from. Also want to thank our sponsors. Had some sponsors shift around here of late, but we've gotten things worked out here on the sponsorship side. Want to give a shout out to them as well, making sure we're able to get these games in for all the viewers and listeners out there. And I'm going to thank our intern executive producer tonight, Avery Newport, our 2 cameramen.
Executive producer is a big title for an intern. That sounds like a paid position right there. Just saying.
Paid with knowledge. He's getting knowledge. We're paying him with knowledge.
A degree, if he passes.
There you go. Yeah. Our cameramen, John Allerton and Harry Brown. And Colin McLaughlin, you'll hear from him momentarily on the N1 post-game scoreboard show. So for Nick Verzolini, I'm Spencer Puig saying so long. Tune in tomorrow just before 11 a.m. for the Region 2 Swim Championships. Colin and I will have the call for you on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube as Nick does the backstroke there. But we'll see you. We'll talk to you tomorrow. That'll do it for our broadcast here. You've been tuned in to West Virginia High School basketball on WRNR.
Home helpers of the Eastern Panhandle, making life easier for you, your family, and especially your loved ones that need their care. They are locally owned and searching for smiling faces to hire so that your loved one can stay in their home where they are the happiest. Call 304-433-8000 or visit homehelpershomecare.com/panhandle. Or you can visit them at 3192 Winchester Avenue right here in Martinsburg. Each office is independently owned and operated. Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg has a brand new list of daily specials. Monday, stop on in for burger night or enjoy a nice juicy steak every Tuesday and Wednesday. The Palace Lounge also offers freshly steamed shrimp Thursdays and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Sunday is all-day breakfast and there are drink specials daily too. So come enjoy the Palace Lounge. You can find them on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome in here to the And One postgame scoreboard show brought to you by Home Helpers Home Care of Martinsburg, serving the tri-state area, giving care the way you want to be cared for. Learn more by calling 304-433-8000 as our game has just concluded. The Hedgesville Eagles get revenge over the Spring Mills Cardinals at the Cardinal Coliseum by a final score of 33-27. So that makes things interesting here in this section, as the last time the two teams faced, it was Spring Mills getting the 48-46 win. Now Hedgesville gets the win, and getting some updates here. As you heard Spencer say, it was overtime between Jefferson and Musselman. They were knotted up at 62 apiece, and it looks like Jefferson most likely is going to escape with a win at home and survive to remain undefeated. As he just texted me, it's Jefferson on top of Musselman now, 73-66 with 15 seconds to go in overtime. So I'll try to stay on as long as possible, make sure we get the final score for you. So let's now look at some other scores that are games that took place today in the EPAC. At 2 p.m. down at the Greenbrier Resort for the Battle of the Spring House. The first game that you got to see there if you were tuning in, the Martinsburg Lady Bulldogs lost to Bridgeport by a final score of 53-38. So they go to the consolation bracket where they will play Nitro tomorrow at 3 p.m. as Greenbrier East beat Nitro 60-51. So for the girls' side, Martinsburg will play Nitro, Greenbrier East will play Bridgeport. As for the boys, they played right after the Martinsburg girls. They also lost. That one was to Cabell Midland by a final score of 66-59. Have not received word on who the Martinsburg Bulldogs boys basketball team will play tomorrow, but once we figure it out, we will make sure to post it on our social media pages and make sure to post a link as well tomorrow. Let's look at some NBA scores for tonight. A lot of good games going on, starting with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Charlotte Hornets. That one with 4:18 to go in the fourth quarter. The Cavs are up only by 5, 90-85. The Boston Celtics, with under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, looks like they're going to get the win against the Detroit Pistons on the road. It's 96-78. Boston winning currently. 5:21 to go in the fourth. The Chicago Bulls lead the Pacers 107-98. In the third quarter with 2:43 to go, the Hawks losing to the Raptors 85-78. And in the second quarter, it's the Rockets and the Spurs going head-to-head. San Antonio leads Houston 33-25. Tipping off at 9 o'clock, the Brooklyn Nets and the Utah Jazz, as well as the Pelicans and Denver Nuggets. And then at 10 o'clock on ESPN, you can see the 76ers and the Dallas Mavericks. Or if you have any other possibilities on watching NBA games, you could catch the Thunder and Trailblazers at 10 p.m. But again, final score for our game, Hedgesville gets the 33-27 win at the Cardinal Coliseum over Spring Mills, and have not received a final score officially yet for this Jefferson game, but last I heard it was 73-66 in overtime. Jefferson beating Musselman to most likely improve to 12-0 on the year. Just waiting for that one to go official. If honestly can't hang around here and wait for it for a couple more minutes, as our stream would end and everything on the TV side as well. And we got a long day tomorrow with this Region 2 swim meet that hopefully you guys will watch on TV 10 as well as our YouTube page. First time we're going to be doing swimming. That will start at 11 o'clock. Our coverage to start at 10:50, and it's going to be pretty cool. Some EPAC teams that you'll be familiar with, some teams from around the Fairmont area. First time ever going to be do swimming right here on TV 10. Again, that's at 11 o'clock. But to get the final scores, we'll post it on our Facebook as well as the Twitter page that we have for the Sports Mix. And if you miss it there, either find it online when the teams post it on their Max Preps team pages, or tune into the Sports Mix on Monday, and we'll give it to you then, as the Sports Mix airs every Monday through Friday from noon to 1 p.m. right here on Talk Radio, WRNR 106.5 FM, 740 AM, as well as TV 10 and our Facebook page. But I'm Colin McLaughlin, going to sign off now for the night, as still not getting an update, but most likely, unless something crazy happened in the last 15 seconds, Jefferson getting the win over Musselman, and again, Hedgesville getting the win over Spring Mills. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Until tomorrow for some swimming action, have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
the Berkeley County Health Department, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, CMA Honda, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, and WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.